Hello, welcome to this financial modeling and DCF valuation training. The approach I'm taking in this training is a fully hands-on one. We're going to start from an empty Excel file, completely empty Excel file, and we're going to build out this in the end. So you build out a very nice looking financial model that has a very informative summary page which you can further customize. Table of content that are dynamic. You can move from one section to the other very quickly. You can even jump back to the table of content. Then a dedicated model input sheet where we plug in all of the assumptions that we go into building the training, building the model. This is what I use for startups and private equity firm that I help with modeling for the target companies they want to acquire. This is what I typically give them. I give them just these two sheets, the model input and the director and staff cost. That this is what they should send out to the company that want me to model for. And when it's me directly modeling for a company or for a client, this is what I send to that client to fill. So you are getting this. So I'm using a practical real life approach, not a textbook approach to showing you how to do this. So this is what you will give the company to fill in, or if it's your company, this is where you fill in all the inputs that we go into harmonizing all your plans and being used for making the actual model itself, inclusive of your personnel cost. And then here we'll create scenarios that are optimistic or best case scenario, pessimistic, and base case. So all of these scenarios, I will show you how to create them in such a way that it's dynamic and looks really interesting and very lovely, and captures all what you want to capture, and you can keep adding. So the approach we use is one where if you have other things you want to add to the different scenarios, you can keep adding as many as you want. And then the revenue schedule, so we are able to flesh out what the revenue of the company will be based on the scenario that has been picked here. Similarly, for cost of sales, the working capital, the depreciation, the debt, inclusive of you modeling for bank overdraft or a revolving loan, right? And then the equity modeling for the ordinary shares, preference shares, dividends, the tax schedule, allowing you to capture the deferred income tax, then the income statement itself in a very dynamic way, such that once you change the model scenarios, the model input, they all flow directly into the income statement. The balance sheet, which dynamically rebalances itself every time that you make a change. So I will show you how to do that, how to use even the avoid the circular references that will come, or handle that kind of using the iterative calculation. And then the cash flow statement, capturing all of the things that will go into even making the DCF valuation itself, so the unlevered free cash flow, and then the DCF valuation proper with the formulas and thorough explanation of how it's been done, and the financial ratios. All of this I'm explaining. So for every aspect of it, every stage, I also, from the empty Excel to just creating the summary, the table of content, the model input, the director and staff cost, I leave the sheet. So for every section, I leave the practice file. So that way you can always jump in at whatsoever level that you want to pick up from, and you can continue from there. And also for every single thing we do, there's a dedicated practice file for it. So where you see me build out from scratch the entire model itself, even down to the valuation, we do everything that you will be done, we do it from scratch. So it's not like I've done it and I'm just walking you through. You will see me do them live. And the other thing I did is I didn't edit the video so much, so I tried to keep even places where I made mistake, even as I try to improve on the model, and some things that you will come across naturally as you are creating a model, I left them all there. So that way you're able to learn in a very immersive and almost a class-like approach. And then about me, this is my profile. This is what I look like. But more importantly, I'm a financial modeler and business data analyst specialist. So this is what I do full time. I'm a certified advanced financial modeler. I'm a chartered stockbroker. I'm a member of UKCISI. So I do this daily on a very immersive level. And I've done financial modeling and projects and trainings for companies in the telecommunication space, FMCG, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I'm a professional speaker and trainer. I'm part of TopTal, a global outsourcing body where I get to model for clients across UK, across US, Dubai, and kind of across the whole world. And I'm the developer of the Nigerian Market Data Office app. I have a dashboard that tracks stocks and financial markets also. I'm also the manager of a comprehensive app that that shows Nigerian stocks and helps those who need to do analysis and macroeconomic data analysis. I've published 3 books. So all of these I try to make reflect in the quality and the real life application of all what I'm taking you through. So you're able to see not just from being able to do approach, but also being able to apply what you are learning to the different spheres you might need to use this. Maybe to model for companies that are run by your friend, for company that you work in, or for startups, or for a business idea that you have.